Good day to you, gentle person, and thank you for joining me as we have a look at Q Room, which is a pool game. That is pool as in cues and a pool table, not as in a swimming pool. This is a game about playing a solo game of I guess, pool-like. Not quite in the traditional sense, but very very close approximation. And yeah, let's just click to continue. We'll have a look at the basic gameplay. Probably give it some critiques afterwards. It was made for a game jam. I think the Big Mode Game Jam of 2026, which I think is still happening at the moment, but is due to finish very very soon. I think tomorrow it's going to finish as the point I'm recording that. Or at least it's going to finish with submissions and then go into its voting phase. I'm not sure. But either way, this is a game jam game, and it is very impressively polished and things for a game jam game. So we're going to have a look at that, but we're going to just still give it some critiques with the context of it being a game jam game. Anyway, let us click to continue. So it starts us here without any kind of tutorial or anything like that, which is where we can like purchase things for our game, like upgrades or whatever for our game. Having a look at the screen that we've got, we can wish this Q Room on Steam. I'm not sure how much of a Steam presence there is yet, but there is one, if not there, then coming. So it's going to hopefully be upgraded and become a Steam game. There is, I guess, something like a tutorial, things that list things to the various effects that we can purchase. Yeah. There's nothing else up there. This is our kind of stop buying things and go to the game button, and it's also our money, 10 cents, I suppose, 10 credits. This, I guess, takes us to a page about the developers, I'm guessing. I don't want to click on that just in case. And then these are the things we can purchase. We can buy this ball, which is an earthquake ball. I think when we sink that ball, it like shakes the table and moves everything around. So a bit of a randomizer. We can buy this ball, which I think just gives us more coins if we pop it, more credits. This ball charge slowdown. I don't know. I'm not sure what that does. This ball is, I think, another earthquake ball, so yeah, it just shakes the table and gives us plus 5 credits as well if we've successfully sink it. And then we can buy chalks, which is basically just extra pot attempts, extra turns at our game, which I'm going to buy. I'm just going to buy those two things. Why not? It'll give us a little bit more time just to show off the game. Then I think that's all we can do here. So let's say we are done shopping and we can look at the table. So this is our table view for those of you who are familiar with pool. This is our cue ball. These are the balls that we are trying to sink. These chalks at the top here are kind of our attempts. Every time we don't sink a ball, we lose one of these, and every time we sink the cue ball, we lose one of these. So you can potentially lose 2 in a turn by failing to sink any balls, and by managing to sink the cue ball in the same turn, we would lose 2 of them. Otherwise, we lose 1 for every turn that we don't sink a ball. If we sink a ball during the turn, then we don't lose any, and we get to just go again. Once we've sunk all the balls, we go back to our purchase point, and then we go back to playing the next game with all of the attempts remaining that we had at the end of this game, so we don't like reset our attempts or anything like that. And apparently if we hold right click, we can look around and look at the table from different angles. That's very nice. What is that over there? Is there anything we can click on? I hadn't seen this before. There's our table. We can have a look at the effects. There's high scores over there. I guess that's our current score if we want to have a look at that. Yeah, that's quite nice. But let's look at the table from the top down, shall we? And let's take our first shot. So this shows our aim, and then when we hold down the mouse button, the cue draws back, and the longer we hold it down for, the harder we hit. So it's one of those kinds of games. So I think this is my traditional, what I aim for when I start a cue shot. And we hold the mouse button down. As you can see, it goes backwards and forwards. And we let go till we hit quite hard. No, we didn't sink anything, so our first shot was a bit of a fail. And there we go, we've lost one of our chalks, and we need to do it again. Alright, so that's slightly off, so let's aim there. Oh, I'm bad at those kind of flat shots. I'm not good at them at all. Oh, we lost another one. Alright, do we think we can get this lad in there? Oh, yeah, we did. But we didn't knock him anywhere useful. But we can get this lad in there. Nice straight shot. I like that. Now I think we can bounce this lad in. I like the fact that it draws the cue ball where you're going to hit it, because that makes it a lot easier to aim angled shots like this. Bachang. Nice. I'm not actually very good at pool. I'm one of those people that the more I drink, the better I get at it, for a very sort of limited window, and then I get worse again as I drink more. I don't really like drinking, and I don't really play pool much, so yeah, that doesn't help very much. I'd say I'm bad, but not the absolute worst at it. I understand the physics involved. I just don't have very good hand-eye coordination, and things like that happen a lot where I hit the ball and miss. Right, so can we hit this lad in? Am I going to hit the yellow ball? I don't think so. I think I can sneak it in there. I think that was quite a neat shot, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Let's try get this lad in. So we need to hit about there. Yeah, that was good. That was good. With our little aiming guide, let's hit this lad here. Nice, nice. I'm actually quite pleased with how this game is progressing. This lad is going to be a problem. What we can't do is we can't sort of hit the ball with a spin or anything like that. So we can't hit the ball low to spin the cue ball backwards, or high to spin it forwards, or anything like that, unfortunately. So we can't really easily sink our shots, or make sure that we don't sink the cue ball. I think that's one thing that it's missing to a certain degree. And I'm also not particularly convinced about the way the balls hit each other. So if we hit this ball and it hits another ball, it doesn't quite feel right to me, but then I don't have enough skill with pool to confirm that. Ugh, that was terrible. See, I lost one, and then I lost another because I didn't sink a ball that turn, so that sucked. Nevertheless, we're still doing quite well for the way I normally play. Let's try hit this lad there. There we go. Oh, I put myself in a bad position, but it's fine. I wonder if I can hit this lad along here and get this out of my hair, this guy. Yes, we can. Oh, don't go in, don't go in. I don't think it will go in. But that was quite nice. I need to get you in there. So I need to kind of hit you there, and not too hard, otherwise I sink the white. Was that hard enough? Yes, it was. Ooh, I am very pleased with how well this has gone. And now I need to sink you, so it needs to come from about that angle. Nice gentle shot. There we go. There we go. I'm actually super pleased with that. I guess you guys watching have given me some I suppose, credits or something like that. Some motivation to play a little bit better than normal. So thank you guys. Right. So what of our purchase attempts? Now, unfortunately, we don't get any money just for winning a game, which is a little sad. So we just have our 2 credits, which means I don't think we can actually afford anything. Suction, does it explain? Pulls near balls to its center. We can afford that, and it will give us money if we sink it. So, or shockwave. What does shockwave do? Push near balls away. I think let's get suction. I want to see how that works. So we spend all of our money, and let's jump in and give it a shot. Right. Oh, we start just with the cue ball where it is. We don't start with the cue ball being placed over there. I don't know if that's a bug or intentional, but hey, what the hell. Alright, well, let's smack this lad over here hard. Oh, I nearly sunk the white ball there. That wasn't good. Now we can gently tap these lads and hope that that sinks one of them. Yeah, okay, that worked. Nearly snookered myself there. Can we sink the suction ball? It's a little bit annoying that it's all on its own over here. It's like no balls near it, so we might not even get to see the effect, but at least we'll get some money for it. If we sink it, there we go. Yeah, I think all the balls were too far away to affect it, so that was a bit of a waste, but we got the money for it, which is really the main thing that I wanted. Now, can I tap this lad in and not sink the cue? Maybe if I just clip it gently. Clipping it gently is hard. Unfortunately, nothing sank there. At least no cue ball didn't sink. And sink it there. I'm pretty sure we can sink this lad, although where that leaves us after the shot, I'm not sure. Oh, not great. We're right up against this lad here. Now, if I shoot it here, just tap it gently, maybe some magic will happen. Nope, just hit the one ball. Ugh. Alright, well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We do lose another chance, but that was quite a nice shot. Pleased with that. Pleased with that shot. Thank you very much. We can tap this guy in. Let's try there. Yeah, I hit him a bit hard, but that sank him. That's fine. I find it quite hard to hit softly. Like when I first started playing this, I didn't realize that holding down the button would click it, and I was just pressing it, and I was hitting them super, super softly. I did not understand that at all. I thought how far my mouse was away from the cursor would control the strength, and that didn't work. And I was like, what is going on here? Yeah, and then I was tapping them very gently, but I didn't seem to be able to do that on demand. Alright, so we need to smack this guy like so, I think. Nope, messed it up. Lose another chance, but that's fine. At least they're a bit spread out now. Let's get this guy in. I think that'll about do it. Oh, nearly sunk the white there. Quite glad I didn't. How are we feeling about a long shot here? Can we get this guy in? These are the shots I'm really, really bad at a real table. Well, one of the many, but let's see if we can get away with it. Nope, we cannot. Lost two there, but hey, at least this is an easy sink. This is a less easy sink. Well, let's try and get this lad while we're here. I'm not confident about leaving the cue ball anywhere where I can get that red ball in the middle. But if I go for the red ball, I'm not confident leaving the cue ball anywhere I can get this lad. So let's just try and get this lad while we're here. Oh, actually that worked out sort of well. It's another long shot, but that's fine. Can we get this guy in from about here? Nope. That was a mess up. We failed. Alright, this will be a lot easier. Except it's going to be hard not to get the cue ball in from this range, this shot. Okay, we did it. We did it. And we got some more money, so okay, not too much more money. What does a bumper do? Spawns a bumper when hit with the white ball. Spawns a bumper. I don't know, I don't like the sound of that. Can I buy any of these? No. So it's the only thing we can get. So let's just get that and see what it does. Maybe we can get some money out of it if we sink that. So let's go play. So now we have 2 balls on here that will give us money if we successfully sink them. So let's smack the hell out of them. Oh, nothing down, unfortunately. Can I sink this guy? Can I get him at this angle? Let's try. Oh, yeah. Oh, and we sunk that lad. Alright, is this now just a bumper that I can't do? Well, let's smack this lad and see what happens now. Okay, so it just puts a bumper where I last sank a ball. that was quite neat. Quite pleased with that. Let's pop this lad. Now I need to go there, so let's smack you there. Nice, don't sink. Okay. Now this bumper is a little bit in the way here, so that is not ideal. But let's see what happens. Nope, that was a mess up. Alright, well this may be the end. I've only got 3 more chances left. So let's smack this lad here. Oh, nearly lost 2 of those chances, but just lost 1. Alright, well anyway, I mean, I need to finish this game just now anyway. Oh, that was awful. I was quite convinced I was going to sink something there. I'm playing too haphazardly now. Let's try and get that lad in. I think I only have essentially 2 more shots where I missed left. Maybe even just 1. I'm not quite sure how it works. Alright. Let's try and get you in. Nope. Oh, that's a fail. Last chance. Oh, is that it? Okay, that was the end of it. And then we have a little thing here where we can put our name in and, you know, maybe get to the list. Although my rank is 18. I have no idea where this list comes from, if it's local or actually online or anything like that. And everything closes and shuts down, and that's game over. And we start again from the beginning and see how high a high score we can get. And that is it. That is the game in a nutshell. And then we're taken back to the beginning. So, what do we have? That is all the gameplay I'm going to show, is what I mean by that. So if you're just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like or dislike if you liked or disliked. Don't forget to comment telling me why you liked or disliked. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more indie games reviewed like this. I do a game a day, and most of them are actually pretty interesting. I thought this game was pretty interesting, so yeah, fun. Yeah, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you are here for the critiques, however, well, critique number 1 is there is no UI, there are no quality of life controls, and no real tutorial of any sort. So yeah, it's definitely missing the quality of life stuff that I'd like to see on an indie game, especially one in a browser where absolute novice players might come and play and not know how to play or what the hell's going on, and therefore hate games and gaming, and we lose potential new gamers. So always put a good tutorial in, always put some music in, stuff like that, little quality of life controls, and then you know, sound controls, to really make the experience add a little bit deeper. Now, it did mention somewhere that there are sound controls, or there is music, and I'm wondering if we click on this, is there music that we can start somewhere? Maybe while we're playing? No, that just plays the thing. Okay, so if there is music, I don't know, maybe it's in the download version, maybe it's not in the browser version. Is there a way we can go back to there or something? No. Okay, and that does just take us to the developers page. That's fine. Yeah, let's just smack this. No free syncs. Alright. Yeah, so the sounds are fine, but there's no music. I did see, I'm sure, somewhere in the comments something saying something about music, and I'm guessing maybe it's either in the download version or a previous version or something isn't working, but I don't seem to be able to make the music play from here. I mean, the basic sounds are nice, a bit muted. I don't know, it does sound like cue balls. It's a very comfortable sound. I really do like the sound of cue balls hitting. So yeah, I think the sounds are fine. Could just do with a little bit more, and then some quality of life sound controls. The art is very good. I think it's nice. It's a little bit pixely, but for a browser game, it's not bad at all. It does the job. I think it's a comfortable style game to play. Yeah, I think it's fairly accurate for the physics and things like that. I don't know. I can't really judge because I don't know how much is my bad aim versus how much is the physics model of the game. So yeah, I can't really comment on that too much, but it feels comfortable, it feels good. I feel like I am successfully playing the game. Do you think I can get this in from this acute angle? It's going to be tight. Oh, barely touched it. That's actually pretty good physics because of the angle. Most of the energy didn't go into the ball. Yeah, not bad at all. All right. Yeah, so I mean, just collecting that under the sort of the artifacts, I think that's pretty good. Can we play from this angle? Yeah, because of the guidance and things like that, I think it's pretty good. Although I couldn't really judge that angle of it. Let's play from the top down. It needs like a reset button to reset to the default kind of top-down view, because now I'm slightly off center there, and it's going to mess very subtly with my aiming. I feel. Anyway, yeah, the gameplay is fun. I like the game style. I think we should win money when we finish a round. Once we finish a game and we go back to the buying screen, if we haven't, we should win at least like 3 credits or something for playing the game, just so that we have the ability to buy some more chances or something like that, or win some chances or reset the chances when we finish playing. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like we're fighting a kind of a losing battle here, and that's never quite satisfying. In a sort of an indie browser game, the idea that you can like lose and die and things like that, and it's a hard fight to win, is not really comfortable in a browser game. So yeah, I think if these got reset between each game, and if we won money for a game once we sink all the balls. Wow, that's yet another cue ball sinking. I'm not really concentrating as I play. I would modify it to have that, especially in the full game in the Steam release. But yeah, aside from that, this is a comfortable pool game to play. I mean, there's no real consequences other than restarting for losing. For losing the game. It doesn't really matter. You're just basically playing casual pool here. So that was a fail. Alright. If we have balls left on the table, it's just game overs us. We don't even go back to the purchase section or anything like that. Yeah, I found the gameplay comfortable. I think it could give us money, let us buy some more things. And then the immersion element that I was talking about is the storyline. Yes, there's a basic story in that we're in a pool hall playing some pool. It's fine, but just checking to see if there is anything that starts any music or anything like that. There's a wish list there. You would think it would be this. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, and we have to buy the music. Can we stop it if we don't like it? No? Alright, well, I'm going to mute the tab just in case that... where's the mute sign? Just in case that has a copyright argument of some sort. We're pretty much done now anyway. Okay, so yes, so you have a chance of having a CD that you can purchase that then gives you some music, but you have to pay for it. So I suppose getting balls that give us money really is quite vital. You have to buy those to keep the money rolling in, so you can then continue further, buy more chances and all of that kind of good stuff. Alright, so there's the gameplay mechanic there, is you have to earn by playing with balls that can be either positive or negative effects, like earthquake and things, and you get money for that. Yeah, a little bit of a tutorial would be nice, just to teach us how the game is supposed to flow, And for people who are very, very new to gaming, especially pool games and things like that, just assume you have complete novices coming in. Give them a little bit of educational stuff in the beginning. That would be my recommendation. Yeah, so really that's it. I don't want to give too much more critique to this. I think it's a damn good game. I think it is a worthy addition to a game jam, and I think I enjoyed it greatly, and I recommend you guys come and play it. The link will be in the description. And thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.